Welcome back to Dolor Factor Live. We're here talking sports, and of course you know the gentlemen on the couch. We have, of course, Reds Pereira and Victor Reed, and we've got through quite a lot, but still some more. The phone lines are on just for a very short time if you'd like to call, but people have actually said we're on the right track. So here's some more questions. Please ask the sports director on the status of the National Domino Association and what plans are there to revive the association so that St Lucia will be able to participate in the WCDF tournament next year.
30 seconds.
Yes, I think we are going to be calling a meeting of our stakeholders in Domino's to iron out the issue that is in existence now. I have been in discussion via email with persons on the world body. You know, I've told them that we are addressing the issue. We're going to address the issue and get it over with, and we are going to form a national body very soon. In the next 2 weeks or so, we're hoping that we'll be on the right track to get a national body in place again. So we are concerned like everybody else, and we are going to do stuff to ensure that this thing is over with. And you know, I don't want to go into details to you know, in terms of what's happened, but
quickly respond to anything there?
No, that's fine.
Good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, because we have so many questions, I'm just going to call it a quick fire. I'll read the question, and I know that we may not be able to expand, but if you do want an expansion of the question, just let me know. But let's go first to the phone lines. Hello, welcome to Dolor Factor Live.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for us or a statement?
Yes, Delia.
Yes.
Hello, good night, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, good night, gentlemen.
Good night, good night.
I wasn't aware I was on air, sorry. I just want to ask the question or make a statement. Can sports tourism mean sports men and women traveling and participating in international events, thereby promoting and encouraging visitors to the island?
Yes,
because
of
I
course.
heard Ms. Pereira speak of sports tourism as and the sports officer rightly draw it to his attention. But I would like to see both aspects of it. But I would not want to see sports tourism be just a one-sided affair where sports of high level people just come and use our facilities. Because I think sports tourism, as we say it here, may do for sports what the lack of the club and club structure did for sports. It just damaged everything. And in promoting sports, I would like to see the ministry in this new era of development in sports do more for sports management courses and all this kind of stuff. Because managing sports in today's world don't matter at what level you put it. In fact, the only level I see in sports now is international. And I think the ministry needs to do, with the other clubs, do a lot more to see that clubs are managed properly, that their management level improves, and that people who participate in sports and say they have various qualifications to ensure the authenticity of those qualifications before they are put out. You know, there are a lot of things that are going to be right. So I just want to say that is the level I think we should go. Sports management is very important for sports if we really have to move from where we are at this point in time.
If I can just quickly respond.
Yeah, please respond, Victor.
I think in the past 3-4 months we have been doing quite a number of workshops at the community level, where we have been exposing those youth organizations, sports organizations, giving them some kind of skills, in terms of managing sport and managing the organization. So I think we are on the right track at that level, and as time goes on, you will hear much more of those things happening from the ministry.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that. I'm actually going to steal this piece of paper here because we're actually, the director just called for me to wrap up and I had so many questions. So I'm just going to throw a couple of these questions and say to you, we will endeavor to answer them. Okay, I've been allowed one more call. Let's do the call, okay? Oh, we've lost them. Okay, so here's some of the questions that we will endeavor to answer, and you know where to find the answers on the website, dolorfactorlive.com. Some of them we have actually responded to. How much funding does sports receive? How and which organizations, etc., is it allocated to? What are the sporting disciplines that St Lucia excels in? What are the sporting disciplines that St Lucia needs to improve? What are the frustrations involved in sports? How do sports persons get paid, and how is this determined? What's in place to encourage sports in St Lucia? What is the history of sports in St Lucia? How many sporting organizations are active in St Lucia? Has it been proved in St Lucia that sports is a crime deterrent? Now, that's something we really wanted to touch on. Yeah. We haven't had the time, and that's a very, very important thing. Okay, how much on average does it cost for training and sending athletes away to train? How much on average does it cost to look after sports persons when they're representing St Lucia? Quickly answer that one, Victor.
Representing St Lucia is very costly. An example, a football team traveling to St Vincent is going to cost them almost $200,000 to go to St Vincent's for a few days. So it's a very costly, especially the FS. The FS are exorbitant. Hotel accommodation is very expensive. Food and so is very expensive. It's a very expensive endeavor.
Okay. Regarding sports and crime, sports can play a great part in being a buffer to crime.
Yeah.
If a young man is playing sport, a young woman is playing sport, she has a very good chance, he's got a very good chance to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Liming all day, doing nothing, no sport in aspect of it, they can turn to crime. Sport is a major role in cushioning the crime rate, in stopping people. I mean, I was involved in boxing, I'm still involved in boxing. I know boxing has saved lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boxing has saved lives because people have something to look forward to whilst they're unemployed.
Okay, and the final questions. How are our coaches trained? Do they receive government assistance? How important is a parent's role in sporting achievement? Now, earlier, Reds, when I welcomed you to the set, you said it was the first time that you were asked. I have to say, it's the first time we have discussed sport on Dolor Factor Live, and you were here. And I would like us to continue this discussion again.
Victor,
but we have to quickly, no, we quickly have to press on, and I actually have these names here that we need to pull out of the hat. We need two from you, please, Victor, and one from Reds. Okay, NetMed Limited is the manufacturer of two brand name product ranges that are made in St Lucia. The first one is NatMed Herbals, and what is the other? And the answer is Caribbean Blue Naturals. And
the name is Simon Octave.
Okay, so Simon Octave.
And the other one is Kathleen Herman.
Okay, and Kathleen Herman.
I'm supposed to close my eyes and go wrong and around
and don't say Reds Pereira.
And come up with
Valerie Alphonse.
Valerie Alphonse. Okay, right. Valerie's on a winning streak. Thank you. I have to say thank you so much, gentlemen.
It's a pleasure.
I'm sorry we're rushing, but I would have loved to have us, back again. And of course with Chris, and it's a shame we couldn't all be together. And Chris is actually still here, just in case you didn't know. So thank you both for being here tonight.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Don't forget to join Clinton Reynolds on the Press Club for a selection of this week's news. It's on After the News this Saturday on DBS. Baywalk Mall has many events lined up in May, and DFL will keep you informed. Soca, R&B, reggae, jazz and alternative genres will be performed, and there'll be an exhibition featuring St Lucian art, including paintings, sculptures and literature throughout Jazz Week. Ted Sandiford, Shane Ross, Derek Yard Project, Rob Zai and the Vibe Tribe, Fourth World, Carl Gustav, Skip Monday, they'll all be there. DFL will keep you informed. Next week, we rekindle family ties. As part of DFL's Mother's Day celebrations, we want to encourage you to open communications with persons you consider as mothers. We will look at the reasons that create rifts, the feelings of those involved, and why we should try to resolve family issues before it's too late. There is nothing worse than regret. So look forward to an emotional DFL next week. Relationship and Family Counsellor Remelia Dalfinis-King and I have spoken about this in depth, and the discussion brought tears to my eyes. Our other guest is a young man with very interesting experiences, Dean Williams. Okay, so Dean White, sorry. So sports is one of the few things in life that gives practically complete benefits to our health. Some of us are fortunate to be good at a sporting discipline and enjoy it so much that we dedicate our lives to it one way or another. Let's appreciate appreciate our sportsmen and women and those who drive them to make them sportsmen and women the best that they can be. Let us support the organizations who work tirelessly and with much frustration trying to aid our sportspersons, and let us come out and support them and work towards sports programs for our youth that will help them form positive outlooks on life and very possibly keep them off the streets. Why? Because DFL asked you to. Thank you for watching Dolor Factor Live. On behalf of our guests, Victor Reed, Reds Pereira and Chris Taylor, the DFL team and DBS, I'm Delia Dolor. Good night and God bless.